It's Monday. I'm relaxing and meditating in the backyard before I go see my opera coach. She's a sweet little old lady who has been singing professionally her entire life, and she's so brilliant at knowing how to teach you how to support your breath and identifying areas of improvement and teaching you how to unlock your full vocal range. I'm not going to record any of it. I feel kind of weird putting a camera in people's faces when it's for my YouTube channel. So you can just imagine it and imagine how much fun it is. Okay, so I think people want to know more about the types of projects that I'm working on and kind of get a glimpse into that kind of business. So I'll talk about, what did I work on today? I worked on a very technical piece for the cloud, for a company that has, data storage on the cloud and all of that stuff. And it was with a lot of language that I wasn't familiar with. So my approach to that is, if it's something technical or something that you don't quite understand or that you're not fully connected with, then get interested and get curious about it. So ask questions, identify the areas that you don't fully understand, look up words that you're not familiar with, so then you can bring some meaning to the script without it falling flat. So I'm in the process of picking out monologues because I want to get into a play. The theaters are opening back up and I want to get myself into a play. And I'm choosing monologues to have in my pocket. So I have some that are prepared whenever auditions open up. So I need to narrow it down to which ones I'm going to do. I've already ordered 2 of the plays online for 2 of the monologues that I think I'm going to do. One of them is Oscar Wilde, and I love Dorian Gray, so I think I'll enjoy his plays as well because I love his writing. Kind of lazy. I wish it was the weekend. So I took a break, cleaned up the house, and I'm feeling better, but I don't quite want to go into the studio yet. How do I make myself want to go into the studio? So I have one very long project that has a lot of files. There's no hard deadline. It's a recording that isn't going to be used until October, but I like to get my projects out the door so my clients aren't waiting. So I think I'll record that today since it's long and edit it tomorrow. Ooh, and I can edit it outside. Oh, that'll be so nice. I'll take my computer out there, edit outside in the sun. Okay. And then I have about, I think 8 projects, all of which are due, I think tomorrow. Yeah, they're all due tomorrow. I'll go knock out 2 projects, take another break, and then come back and knock out 3 and then see how I feel. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, 2 more. I gotta get 2 more done. I got this. Oh, this is a shorty. 30 seconds.
An embodiment of elegance, La Grande Classique de Longines delivers an elevated style around the clock.
I'm getting closer. Look, the studio is just there. Can you see it? Yeah, it's just in there. I've almost convinced myself to go back to work. I just feel like daydreaming today. Daydreaming about a lot of stuff. The universe has been telling me something, and I've been resisting it. It's been saying we're outgrowing our house. We've only been here 3 years and we've put so much work into it, but we need more space. We're growing so quickly. So there's that. I needed to acknowledge it. Thank you for listening. Okay, so I'm trying to get better at balancing my day. I want to get to the point where everything I do every second of the day is something I want to do. And doesn't that sound amazing? Oh, my lights are already on. So I don't feel like working on my projects right now. Nothing is due immediately, so I have some wiggle room. We're in the middle of the week. I want to do something fun, and I want to be in my studio with the door open instead of closed, because look at that beautiful light out there. Isn't that great? So if I have to be inside, let's leave the door open, which means I can create some content right now for YouTube, maybe something informational that is helpful to people, maybe something creative that feeds my soul, or something like that. Okay, it's the morning. Let's see, I guess I'll talk about what I got going on today. I have about 10 projects that I need to record. Is this lighting okay? I guess so. I have like 10 projects that I need to record today. Some of them big, might take me a couple days. Some of them small, which will take me about 2 minutes. So it's a very good mix. I have an audition for my agent, and then a couple more auditions for some audiobooks today, which are gonna be fun. I should really hop into the studio soon. That should be about it. I'm drinking bee pollen. I'm getting a little bit sick. It's Friday though, so that's good. So I have not been doing grocery shopping, and I have not been cooking. I've been so busy doing so many things that I love to do and being super active that all of the food planning and food decisions go out the window, and I've been eating terribly lately. Like almost all of my meals have been eaten out. Look how poofy my eyes are. My skin looks a little pale. My throat's a little scratchy, which actually has always served me in voiceover because people like that raspiness. But in any case, I gotta fix this. So I'm drinking bee pollen with some green tea. And although I have a lot to do today, a lot of recording to do, and then this weekend we're going out of town, so I'm not going to be around. So I have to make it to the store today, and I'm going to get a bunch of green juice, and I'm going to get myself healthy. So I've been doing a lot. I've been doing Krav Maga like 4 times a week, and then I have an acting class that I basically dedicate an entire day to, and I've started working with an opera coach, and I've been playing my ukulele and painting. I've been doing a lot of stuff that I love to do, but I think it is getting a little more taxing on my body to keep up with all that energy that I need to spend doing that stuff. So I need to get myself some nutrition and focus on my diet right now. So that's what I'm gonna do this morning, and then I'll come back and hop in the studio. Maybe I'll show you guys what I do. I have a live recorded session that I'm about to hop into, so I figured I would record some of it. Because I tend to look really pink on Zoom calls, so I have to make my lights green because my brilliant editor figured out how light color works. So that's that little tip. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you doing? It's lunchtime. Quick update. I'm feeling better. My puffiness has gone away a little bit. My throat is recovering a little bit now that I have my blood moving and I got ready for my day and I got some green juice. I'm about halfway through my projects. I did like a fun video game wrestling character this morning, a couple other ones, and then for this afternoon I have a fun I have a big project for some luxury watches, so that's gonna be nice to work on. What else do I have going on? I have about 5 projects. 2 of them are auditions for audiobooks, so I always enjoy that. But I guess, that's kind of what my Friday looks like. I think that's what you guys are wanting to know about, the kind of projects that I work on. Some video games in the morning, some corporate stuff, some commercial stuff, luxury end, a nice mix of stuff. Okay, well, that's it. Okay, so I get a lot of questions and a lot of repeat questions on Instagram and YouTube and things like that. So I figured I could just start adding a Q&A section at the end of some of my videos and see if that helps you guys out. And if you guys have any questions, go ahead and type them in or comment them wherever you're gonna put it. And if I see it, then I'll try to get around to answering it. So today's Q&A will focus on demos and things about, navigating the industry. So let me read some of these questions. Can I write a script for a cartoon type of demo, if you know what I mean? Like, instead of doing a commercial script, could I do a cartoon script? Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Basically, your focus is on, your demos are kind of like a portfolio, but they don't always have to include paid work that you've done. You're demonstrating your abilities and the things that you focus on and the things that you specialize in. So if you want to have an animation demo, absolutely. You can have a commercial demo, you can have an audiobook demo, you can have an e-learning demo, you can have a video games demo, you can have an animation demo, whatever it is that you want to focus on and get jobs that are of that nature, go ahead and make whatever type of demo you want. Okay, this one has to do with audiobook demos. Can I read a well-known book or should I focus on more or lesser known books? That is a subjective answer. And that's a good question. I would say don't worry too much. Don't place your focus on whether it's known or not known. What you want to do is you want to highlight the aspects and capabilities of what you can do in the field of audiobooks. So instead of searching for books that are not as well known or anything like that, you're just gonna make a headache for yourself. So what you want to do is focus on the type of books that you want to read and focus on the type of literature that you enjoy reading, the style of it. So what I did was I found an author that I really enjoy the writing of, and I think the writing is beautiful, which only because I connect with it so easily, it's that much easier to bring life to that performance and elevate it as high as I can because I'm already connected to it. So I would suggest that, and then also think about the types of books that you want to be reading for. Do you want to read a YA novel? Do you want to focus more on audiobooks for children? Do you like adult suspense? Do you like Stephen King and that kind of stuff? I would focus on that more and don't worry so much about whether it's well known or not. I mean, granted, don't go do a Harry Potter demo, but other than that, you should be good. Without any professional experience, I'm kind of improvising my demo reel. Yeah, that's fine. I've recorded some announcements I used to make while working in a grocery store and a monologue from a podcast. But I want to record some professional commercials too. Is it frowned upon to use a script from an existing commercial? Okay, you're headed in the right direction. You probably don't want your entire demo to consist of grocery store stuff and, a podcast. I mean, by all means, if it is great, use it. The demo is to showcase like the magic of what you can do. So if you don't have a fully fleshed out portfolio to pick some really good ones from, don't be afraid to manufacture the entire demo. You don't have to use stuff that you've done before if it's not the best that you can show. So that being said, definitely make up your own commercial, find your own music. In terms of using an existing script from an existing commercial, I wouldn't recommend it. You don't want it to occur to anybody like, hey, I've heard that before and it wasn't this voice. And you don't want to compete with the voice that was chosen for that project. Especially if you're starting out, you probably wouldn't have beat them anyways in the audition because you're just starting out. And I would say you want to control what the person listening to your demo is going to think, or at least you want to guide them to what you want them to be thinking. So you want them to think that you're fresh, you want them to think that you're on top of it, and you want them to see that you're current with the times. So look at the current market. If you're going to do a spot for Academy Sports and Outdoors, go look and see what their sales are right now. And then write your script based off of what they're currently promoting. There you go. So that's it. Let me know if you have any more questions or follow-up questions, and I'll see you guys next time.